Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday on my end of the world. I just wanted to pop on. The theme for the week really has been a little help, a little hope. So I'm Sephora Wayne, my happy heart coach. Yay. And again, I just wanted to jump on and offer a little hope, a little help. We all need it, right? Speaking for myself, we all need a little chizuk, a little strength every so often. So I want to pop in, God willing, and offer that. So here's the thing. I shared a story about Josh the other day, changed his name. And and I just offered him as a former high school guidance counselor, I offered him just a little bit of hope when he needed some support. Maybe he was getting it home, maybe he wasn't. And I was a person who just believed in him. I just gave him a glimmer of hope of what's possible and what he needed to do along the way. And he ran with it, meaning our words have so much power. I just offered a little bit of hope to him, a little bit of help to him, and it made a world of difference. So kal v'chomer, all the more so with our children, right? And talking to myself, I always say, I'm talking to myself. So I offered Josh a little bit of help, and he really grabbed it and went with it. So I just, 12-step programs talk about don't quit before the miracle. I'm sure we've all, in various circumstances in our lives, we might begin to question if there's hope or begin to lose hope. If you go through the human experience from the beginning of life to the end of life, at some point, we question whether hope is there. And now that I really begun focusing on the word hope, I see it everywhere. How this much hope can make a world of difference. How when we open up a pinhole, right? I'm not exactly sure how it goes. If we open up a pinhole, just a drop, Hashem will blow it open for us. If we have a glimmer, a little bit of hope for something, we might begin to see what was once a door might become a window of an opening. So I want to read something that really struck me the other day that I was reading. I love Grow Through Torah by Rabbi Pliskin. And I had marked this a while back. Forgive me while I put on my reading glasses. And it's Parshas Re'eh. When a person feels discouraged, his belief that he can no longer improve becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And the truth is that he won't improve. So if we think we're stuck, this is Rabbi Pliskin, Grow Through Torah. I love this. It's little bite-sized pieces of such wisdom, of Jewish wisdom. And he always says it in just such a real way. So thank you for asking. So this is about us maintaining hope and also giving hope, okay? So it says if we begin to feel discouraged, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And the truth is we won't improve because we don't believe it's possible. However, I also think of let go, let God. But as soon as you believe that you can improve in any area, you will immediately find the strength to make improvements. I'm sure we've all found this at different points in our lives. If you lack the knowledge of what to do to improve, you will find people you can consult. But this takes motivation. You will only feel motivated if you believe that there's hope for the future. Remember what the Chofetz Chaim said about never despairing, and keep your focus on what you can do in the present to become, this is closer to Hashem. So, but this, if I may, I feel that it applies to anything and everyone and anything when it comes to hope. So if we just maintain relationships and friendships and relationships with family members, what a ride, right? Nothing is perfect all the time. So it's easy to just throw our hands up and just give up, whether it's a certain behavior that we see, whether it's in ourselves, whether it's in our children. However, if we hold up the lamp, the light for them, a candle of hope for ourselves and for them, and we let go, let God, and we hold on for the miracle, which is possible, may not be an open miracle, then again, it might be. So, you know what I mean, within reason. So I want to talk a little bit about what impacts our hope is the messages that we received as a child. And this is by no fault. I'll often say our parents did the best they could with what they got. So, and I truly believe, as mentioned through the Raising a Mensch series, that our children were custom made for us, and we were custom made for our parents, for all of us to work through whatever we've got to work through in this lifetime. That's our gift from Hashem. You know, the test. This is a test. It's only a test. Remember the emergency broadcast system. Maybe dating myself for that. So what messages did we receive as children can impact how we see ourselves, unless we've done some work on ourselves, right? And what messages do we give to our children? And I don't know about you, but I've heard some people say, and it's completely casual, like just because they're feeling frustrated and maybe are having a hard time themselves. Again, I'm guilty. I think we're all guilty of this at different times. When we're feeling frustrated, it's harder to regulate ourselves, you know, and what we say is out of our frustration and annoyance, spoken from experience. However, if we can hold on to the power of our words, and what are we saying? We can always go back and clean up if we say something we don't mean to say. But the messages we received is one thing to look at. Then another is, what messages do we want? Are we giving to our children? What do we want to give to our children? Who is your child when they are at their best? And they may not be at their best now. Think back to a time when they were. This is to give you a little hope that that is still your child, right? So even they may not feel that way right now. What messages do we want to give? Because words create worlds. That's why Lashon Hara and the Chofetz Chaim, all of this is so out there, and we have to talk about it. I'm talking about it because I also need to hear these things. We all do through the journey of life. I have to go pick up our gal at camp, and she's having such a great time. And I just want to give us all a blessing. And first, a takeaway that we each look at areas, write down, maybe take 3 minutes to think about maybe where we're struggling. Maybe we've lost a little bit of hope, whether it's in ourselves or in something that's going on internally or externally. And how can we hold up a candle of hope and shine your light into what is going right? Mm-hmm. There's always something going right, although it may not always feel like it. We may not always be able to see it. How can we access it? And how can we shine it into our children in the most loving way possible? That we're all doing the best that we can. So there's a saying, all you can do is the best you can do, and the best you can do is enough. So people might say, could have done better. Well, if you could have done better, you would have done better. But we all have to be so patient and gentle with ourselves through this parenting process. And we're all doing the best we can. And you're doing great. Hashem gave you your children. They're a gift for you, and they're a test for you. And we daven for them, we prayed for them, and what we have is perfectly designed for your personal growth or my personal growth. And we're on this ride together. They say that parenting is the great equalizer. So it levels the playing field, whether you've got money, whether you don't have money. We're all going through it. The emotions are the same. And the circumstances might be different. But I want to leave you with a little help, and a little hope goes a long way, whether it's directed toward ourselves or toward our children, or any relationship for that matter. Just remember, look for hope. Open up that little pinhole and look for the light. It's there. And look for opportunities. Here's your takeaway. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope this was inspiring. Please below, if you will, share an area where you would like to shine your light, where you would like to bring some hope, whether it's for yourself or someone else, or a child. So that's what really brought us all together, is where can you shine your light and make a difference? It just takes a minute to say something kind, whether it's to ourselves, I'm doing the best I can be compassionate with myself, or shine the light on what is going right with your child and say something loving and positive. Take a moment and, again, shine a little light and a little hope. So here's to growing and sharing your happy heart. And I'm so thankful you're here. And happy Thursday. And I wish you all a beautiful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. And thanks for being here.